Well, independent cinema is where so many filmmakers come from. I worked in big Hollywood for a long time designing visual effects for films like Interstellar and Inception, but I started out making short independent films and then longer independent films with my friends coming out of university. So you can see that Raindance basically performs a very important grassroots function. And Raindance started pretty much about the same time I came to London, and it's always been here as long as I've been in London as part of the filmmaking scene. So I think it's an essential part of the British filmmaking environment. Well, I think, big mainstream filmmaking produces large-scale entertainment, spectacle. It's about filling huge cinemas, rolling out across the world, part of a huge marketing campaign. But you don't necessarily get the intimate human stories that I think independent film can tell. And that's what's always interested me in filmmaking, is telling real human stories that relate to people out in the audience rather than just necessarily giving them a big roller coaster ride. The best films, of course, are things that do both of those sorts of things. I've been lucky enough to work on a lot of those kind of films, but I think independent filmmaking is very much where a big part of my heart is.
Worked with Christopher Nolan quite a lot. Do you think that he's a fantastic example when you look at his first film, Following, and then how he's then moved on from that to working in this much larger Hollywood universe?
Absolutely. Chris started out making independent films with Following and then Memento. He moved on to big studio Hollywood films, which are some of the biggest films that have ever been made. But I think he brings an independent sensibility to his set. If you go on his set, there's one camera, there's a director standing right next to it, there's no huge array of video village, there's none of all the paraphernalia that you normally associate with a $200 million movie. So it feels like a very, very large independent film.